Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Sunday, June 6, 2020. We are here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Unfortunately, we're still not open to the public, but I think tomorrow we're going to be making an announcement as to when we will be allowed and able to have the public back in. Very excited for that, and hope everybody is having a great weekend so far. Shout outs to Paul and Jimbo Slice and Sean for joining us. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys, and Bulldog, thank you all. Hopefully all of you are having a great weekend and staying busy and enjoying the nice weather. It's been one thing after the next over the last few weeks, and good to have a nice sunshiny day going on, right? Jimbo, I saw you posting, I think I was talking with our friend Mancow this morning, and he's gonna have us on the radio tomorrow morning. So if anybody wants to have maybe a early info as to when we're gonna be opening up, tune in to Mancow tomorrow. He's been kind enough to gonna have us on, and I'm sure it'll come up, and I highly doubt I'll be able to keep it a secret. So Alan, thank you for being here. And Jay and Thomas Roth joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Very, very awesome to see you. Darren and Lars and Jerry and Paul. Hello, hello. Again, hope everybody's being safe, having a great weekend. And, we've been busy. Cannot even begin to explain how busy we've been here at the arcade, going through every machine. Master Tech Ken Walker down at Galloping Ghost Pinball has been just tearing it up. He's been working on our Defender machine, and it is looking so much better. Been doing some work on the playfield, and it's going to be great. Well, I just can't wait to have everybody back. It's going to be so good. Shout outs to Bad News to Cruz for joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Jimbo, yes, we will be on Mancow tomorrow morning with, and again, nothing. I'm sure it'll come up, so I'm sure if you're in a rush to hear of our opening date tomorrow on Mancow, I'm sure you can check it out. Greg, thank you for being here, saying miss you guys. We miss you too. We can't wait to have everybody back. It's been far too long. Lee saying, hey Doc, hope you're well, mate. Thank you so much. Doing well. It's been the last few days, it's been all hands on deck. We've been moving in cabinets left and right and reorganizing and just trying to get ready. It's and then some of the day yesterday was working on Monday Mystery, and got to have that ready for everybody tomorrow morning. So get it down here and get ready for the big unveiling. Can't wait for it. Felios, Vulgus. So many great games. Walking around, it just makes me should fire this room up before I take off today. Thomas Ross saying Mad Planets. Love it. They have Kan Yabamuto, who was the programmer on the game, had everybody else was working on Qbert, and Kan saw Qbert, and he was like, I want to work on Qbert. Like, that game looks like super fun. And the higher ups at Gottlieb were like, no, you got to work on this game. And he had some design drawings for what would become Mad Planets. But it was so funny because he was so intrigued by Qbert, and he ended up just making Mad Planets. He put so much. It was so great to hear Con speak at Midwest Gaming Classic. It was where we met him. Unfortunately, he passed away a little bit shortly after that, but it would have been amazing to have him out here at the arcade. Chris Larson, thank you for being here. Justin Fowler, thank you for being here. Bulldog saying, I have AWS, Arcade Withdrawal Syndrome. I need to go to the Galloping Ghost to cure this disease. Not too much longer, this will be probably the last month. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I retract that. I was about to say something. Would have let everybody know. But tomorrow morning or tomorrow at 5 p.m., we'll have a date. Alan saying I'll watch the replay later. Cool. Dave asking, chance you'll get Space Dungeon. You know, that's the thing. You never know what we're gonna end up with here. There's about 100 and just under 200 games, about 188 games in the vault still right now, 187 as of tomorrow. But so yeah, maybe Space Dungeon's already in the vaults. Maybe it's coming soon. You'll have to wait and see. With the we've made a little bit of progress over at the Canton expansion. The ceiling is being painted. The carpet guy was in, so we've got the information on that. Electrician is moving along, so a lot of things progressing, and just can't wait for it. It's much needed, much needed. Chris Larson saying, was in Indiana today. Heavy crowds, basically no space between people, almost no masks. Very crazy contrast to Illinois. It's, you know, it's, you see the full scale of it. Like some places it's masks, other places not. It's kind of the free for all. But we've got a plan for how we're gonna handle things, and we're gonna stick with it. Eduardo joining us, thank you for being here. And Mike saying hi from France, thank you for being here. Very awesome. Hope things are well in France. Thomas Roth asking, which is your favorite of the Donkey Kong stock? For me, it's the original Donkey Kong. You know, I love all three. I love all three. Some people are a little on the fence of Donkey Kong 3. All three of them are awesome. I probably have played the original the most. Oh, that's a really tough question. I probably like Donkey Kong Jr. the most, but all three of them, they're so tough, so tough. Shout out to Dan Icavelli, thank you for being here. And Chance Palmer, thank you for being here. Carl saying Ghost was and is my month go-to to maintain my sanity. Well, we're anxious to be. Hopefully, you'll be back out soon enough, and we can get back on track with all that. Hope everybody has been making it through all this craziness. Well, it's been one thing after the next, and I think everybody's, from what the people I've been talking to, they're anxious to get back in and play some games, set some scores. So we can't wait for it. Paul saying, my mood is so much better today. Thanks for the uplift. Of course, man, of course. Glad today's going better for you. John saying, hi from Southern Illinois. Hello. Tim Peterson saying, how often do you know the Monday Mystery Game more than 24 hours in advance? It gets talked about. It's a constant seat of your pants scramble. Yeah, there's a few different ways. Sometimes the week will be so hectic that Monday morning it's like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, this is a problem. We've missed the whole weekend. We've missed. We don't have. We usually 99% of the time we don't have any games on hand ready to go that are just ready to roll onto the floor. Sometimes we'll be like, okay, we've been working on this game and we're hoping this game is going to be the Monday Mystery, and then the day of, the monitor will go out, or there'll be something that makes it impossible for that game to go on the floor, and then it becomes the super hectic scramble to get anything on the floor that we can get ready in time, which is not the way we like to be. We like to be calculated and putting out games that by choice rather than just happenstance. But when it's Monday, something's got to go up. So it's always interesting. A lot of times it is a very mad dash scramble to get something ready. But that's what keeps it fun, for sure. Sometimes there's our worst day. I think we made it to our 5th game. We had something ready. It ended up not working. We pulled another board. We were going to get that one ready. The board didn't work. That happened a couple of times. And it literally was our 5th choice of game that we put on the arcade floor. So you never know. But again, it's what keeps it fun. Jeff checking in from Reno, Nevada. Thank you for being here. And Adam from Corpus Christi, Texas. Thank you so much for being here, man. Greg saying, I love to watch these videos and eat salsa. Okay. Paul DeCruz asking, do you like 2D games better than 3D games? I definitely am more of, especially for fighting games, I love 2D. I love 3D, but not as much as I love 2D. So, yeah, I'm definitely more of a 2D. But not taken away. There's definitely plenty of amazing 3D games out there. And room enough for all of it. So, Hamid saying, can you showcase Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag cabinets? I remember playing them back in the day where we had a huge screen. Always a pleasure watching these streams. Thank you for keeping us entertained. Oh, absolutely. Paula Cruz saying we call this ghost therapy. Yeah, let me see. Let's head over to Tekken 3. I think it's accessible. We have those Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag in a 2-in-1 cabinet right now. Both original boards, just in the same cabinet for space for right now. Jefferson saying Donkey Kong 3 is no Double Dragon 3. No, yeah, you shouldn't mention those in the same sentence, that's for sure. David Thorpe asking, how's the staff been holding up? So the staff, most have been good. There's been a couple of interesting developments. Sam Gates has, in this time, here's our Tekken 3 right there. Unfortunately, Sam is no longer with us with Galloping Ghost. He got an opportunity out in California. So he had his last day on Friday, I believe was his last day, which is really unfortunate because Sam was like my right hand. But Sam leaving is a pretty heavy hit, but we'll make it through. So we've also I won't make anything official, but there's at least one more member of the team, at least one member of Team Galloping Ghost, other than Sam, that unfortunately won't be returning. Just during this time, he found other opportunities, and so we'll make a full mention of that in the. Sorry about that again. Gonna have to stay in the main building today again. Jimbo Slice saying, one last question. Do I have to be at the arcade for Mancow? Oh, no. I'm just calling in I'll be at the productions offices. So we'll just listen in tomorrow morning on Mancow, and we'll see what happens from there. Thomas Roth asking, do you have Snow Brothers? I found it to be a super fun game where testing some of Mr. Todd's boards. So we don't have Snow Brothers here at the arcade currently, but it is a phenomenal game. And again, is it in the vaults? Who knows? Maybe by the time you come out, it'll already be here, or maybe not. Awesome that you're testing Todd's boards. Todd Tucky over at TNT Amusement. I heard he's doing another auction pretty soon, so can't wait to see what Todd has going on with that. Paul asking, you owe us a Kung Fu Master stream. Is that coming? It is. It will be coming. I have not forgotten. When I was walking down here from productions, I was like, oh, maybe today's a day, and just looking at the clock, there's so much going on, but you will get a Kung Fu Master stream for sure. Don't worry about that. Tim saying things are tough, we know, but believe even though it's going out of style, there are people working on making the world a better place. That is very, very true, Tim. And those are the people we appreciate the most. Like, this whole place is based on, again, so many people say how much fun they have here, or the good times, and it's hard to have it not open, and because this is the time that people need some good times. So soon, we'll get everything back on track. No worries there. Daniel saying, you're doing great. Don't overthink things too much. We will all make it through these tough times because they will not last. They will not last tough people do. Can't wait to bring my daughter there. Thank you so much for that, man. Can't wait to have you. Can't wait to have you here. Jeffrey saying, greetings from Kansas. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Greg saying it's quiet without Brady. Hopefully, I'm sure Brady will be here soon. Greg saying, what's Mancow currently playing? That's a good question. I know he has, he's got his pinball machine, Viper Night Driving, at his house. I believe his is a prototype machine. And he also has one of our very own Spectre Files, the Deathstalkers games in his house. So it was awesome seeing him enjoy that game so much. Paul saying, saw the video of all the Mortal Kombat actors challenging guests at the Ghost. That looked like an awesome day. Absolutely. That was such a good time. It was I believe that was our 6th Shang Tsung's, or maybe it was our 5th Shang Tsung's fight night, where Daniel Pacina and John Parrish were fighting everybody in tournaments. So a lot of fun. Shout out to Christopher Alexander for joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Very awesome. One of the legends of Mortal Kombat, the last actor to film a traditional Mortal Kombat character as well. So awesome to have you here, Chris. Thank you for being here. Ed joining us. Happy Sunday to you, man. Hope everything is going well. Michael saying, hope to see you guys open again soon. It's coming up. Greg saying, who has the high score on Narc? I believe that is Brian Shillo currently has the world record on, he might have it on both versions of Narc. We have an unreleased prototype version of Narc that has a bonus level that we're the only arcade in the world to have, thanks to George Petro, who got that ready for our Narc developers days. Tim saying, at least for year and lifetime members, it'll be coming up soon. Dan Ikevalli saying, we're into the room with the bad Wi-Fi. Yeah, we got to fix that. Paul asking, how's the progress on Afterburner 2? So we have it now moved into a much better space, but, we've been working. It's not 100% yet, but it is on the list. We're working on it, and hopefully we'll have it before the big opening day. Reopening day, I should say. On Narc, it is Brian Shillo. But let's see. Greg saying we need both Afterburner games. There was Afterburner Climax is the newest one. That is a really, really cool game. Shout outs to Brady saying Johnny Nero's arriving soon at Galloping Ghost Arcade. Greg saying I knew Brady would show up. It's not a walk around video without Brady. Thanks for being here, man. Sean throwing 100 stars at us. Thank you so much, man. Very, very much appreciate it. Saying, hey, looking forward to coming in and playing Spectre Files Deathstalkers for the first time. That's awesome. I'm so happy. It's so fun to watch everybody play Spectre Files. It's hearing the stories from the Mortal Kombat guys and all the other legends of the industry that we know, where they go and watch testings and watch people play their games just out in the wild and watch them enjoying it. And to have that be our first game that we've put out as Galloping Ghost Productions and watch people enjoy it and come in and see a crowd of people around it is really awesome. Paul saying, it's amazing that the entire world knows you, Doc. It's truly amazing. You have left your mark. On behalf of myself and everyone else in the stream, we sincerely thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It's unbelievable how awesome it is to see people into arcade games from all over the world. And, one of those things where it's pretty unbelievable how, back in the 90s and everybody talks about the violence in video games and how it affects society. But to be here in the epicenter of arcade gaming and see how it has brought everybody together and games like our big Mortal Kombat event. It's like, that's, if you listen to people talk about violent video games, Mortal Kombat, so much violence in it. This place should be the kind of ground zero of people going crazy and fighting, and that is not what you see. It's when we had our Combat Con, you literally had people from all over the world just getting along and sharing stories and hanging out together, and none of it mattered. Like, it's not race, religion, like creed, any of it was all thrown out the window, and it was just a bunch of people having a fun time, enjoying video games, and that's a pretty amazing thing to have happen, and for it to happen here as often as it does, where everybody just seems to get along, and it's the video games that bring them all together, and that's pretty amazing. So thank you, man. Thank you. Johnny saying it's still not open yet. Very soon, very soon. Thomas Ross saying Robotron or Black Widow. For me, I love both, but Black Widow hands down. So, oh man, and I love Black Widow. I was playing so much of it, and Robotron was always, I love it, but it's so hard, so difficult. Not that Black Widow is easy by any means, but I went on a stretch where I was playing Robotron so much, and now I think I would have agreed with you. Now I'm in a Robotron phase, so I gotta say Robotron right now. But it changes. It changes. Chris joined us. Howdy. Thank you for being here. Paul saying we should start a Guess the Monday Mystery Game, and whoever guesses right gets a signed autograph t-shirt from Doc. We could do that. We could do that. Greg saying I still can't believe there's a Sailor Moon game. Oh, absolutely. Working on a cabinet upgrade for that one, so hopefully pretty soon. Now we're kind of extended in a lot of different spaces, which is it's amazing. But now with the opening date getting closer, it's like, oh, we have to finish this, we have to finish this, we have to finish this. So it's getting tough. It's getting into crunch time, which is when we do our best. Paul saying, shout out to Danielle, looking forward to more Flicky. We'll see. She's looking to move on to her next game. Kyle saying, I just can't wait to hear Pete. How was the weekend? It's coming up. It'll be, less than 24 hours. We'll be at that time. David saying, arcades bring people together. They really do. They really do, without any question. Tim saying, on video game violence subject, early Mortal Kombat is tame compared to some of the stuff put out these days. It really is. It's been such a crazy evolution, and everybody continues to push the envelope of just violence in games, and it's not. You would have seen it. You would have seen it in a much bigger response if this was the problem. The violence before video games, there'll be violence regardless of if there's video games or not. Greg saying, never played Black Widow. Oh, definitely check it out. Amazing game from Atari. Chris saying, I wish I had the means to get out to you guys more often. Only been there once, and that was for a promotional party for my cousin's Kickstarter. Well, hopefully we see you again in the near future, man, because if it's been a while since you've been here, there's definitely a lot of new games, and tomorrow there'll be one more on top of that. We'll be putting up our 772nd game as of tomorrow. Jonas asking, is the arcade game you made on the floor? It is. Spectre Files of Deathstalkers. We do have one of it here. We did an actual release for it. So there are several arcades across the U.S. that have it. Game Galaxy out in Tennessee. Galactica Arcade out in Utah, which used to be Game Grid, and level 416 or 816. No, I forget. There's one in Ohio that has it. I always forget the what level it is, but and there's a few more out there. Spectre Files, The Death Stalker, the story of Buffy MacGuffin, and her disappearance, and the mystery is being tried to be solved by Ed Spector, a detective. Desiree is saying, do you see being open June 28th to July 13th? My husband is looking forward to a day there. We should, when is that? When's this date? Yeah, we should, probably by then. We should be there. Shout outs to Master Tech Ken Walker from Galloping Ghost Pinball. Thank you for being here. Ken putting in some amazing work on the Defender pinball earlier. Greg saying, just saw a crawl in the background, little surprises like that make me happy. Oh, absolutely. Got crawl is right here. I've been talking about it for so long. I still have to show you guys this secret test menu in this game. Somebody remind me before next stream, and I'll show that. Let's see. Michael saying Sailor Moon game does it have a title? It's just Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon is the title. It's put out by Band Presto. Let me see. Hopefully, I'll go over here and hopefully we can take a look at it. But sometimes the Wi-Fi drops out. Tim, when you do the world record player runs, are you planning on having Guinness World Record out to verify it? We'll probably. In the past, we've talked to Walter Day, and he's got some connections there, so maybe we'll forward it along to Guinness. We don't often get to show this building. Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon. Dwayne saying, hey Doc, I don't know. I always loved video games since the 80s. Thanks for what you do. Thank you. Oh yeah, I knew I wanted to be in the video game industry from the time I was about 5 or 6 years old. It was by the time I was 8, I was calling companies, and a little bit of a tight fit in here today. Fast Freddy. Vanguard, very cool game. So I hear you on that. Paul's saying, do you have different... we haven't really done that ever. We've not really done theme nights aside from our Sharp Dress Saturdays. Daniel saying, how has this whole COVID-19 situation changed how you conduct business? So far, it's only changed in the fact that we're not able to conduct business. We're trying to keep it as day-to-day as possible. Still doing the Monday mystery games. We're planning on all the events that we used to do. We want to have all those, but right now it's been months since the arcade has been generating income. So that's been tough. But we're hoping for a quick rebound, and then we'll expect everything to be like it used to be. So we're anxious for those times. James saying a day won't cut it. You better make it the whole week. There is a lot to play here at the arcade for sure. Still hoping to get the gauntlet in, but we'll see. We'll see. Fat Chris joining us. Thank you so much for being here, man. I was going to text you earlier and say thank you again for sending those pizzas for the guys last Friday. They really appreciate it. So thank you, Fat Chris, for that, man. Very, very awesome of you. Fat Chris saying, what's up, my arcade homies? I'm literally going crazy about reopening news. You've got for us tomorrow, Doc. It's coming. It's coming. We are excited for it. We are very excited for it. Paul asking, what's your favorite martial arts game at Galloping Ghost? I would have to go, if you're saying martial arts, I gotta throw it to Mortal Kombat. I have to. Paul asking, do you have Marvin's Maze? We do not have it on the arcade floor, but again, does not mean we don't have it in the vaults. Thomas Roth asking about ice cold beer. It's another one. We don't have it here at the arcade. I think I don't know if Pixel Blast has one out in Lisle, very close to us, but they might have something else similar to ice cold beer, but I'd have to double check their list. Greg saying you should put the years on all the games. So when we're doing a marquee, usually we do. If it's a repro, let me see here. Let me find an example. Let's go over here a little bit. If there's original artwork to base it on, usually if it didn't have a data in there, usually we won't. But if it's, let me see here. Yeah, so like Bucky O'Hare right here. We'll put the 1992. This in a 2-in-1 cabinet with G.I. Joe, which was also 92. Both from Konami. Brady's show Alien the Abductors. We can do that. We can take a walk back here. Find good old Alien the Abductors. Patrick saying, I can't wait to hear tomorrow's big announcement. That it's gonna be good. We're gonna be on Mancow in the morning, and then we'll probably be convinced to disclose it then. But if you're not listening to the radio in the early morning, join us for the Monday Mystery Game, and we will be discussing it for sure. Paul says, Brucina says, I'm coming for those gloves. You know, I just upgraded the gloves. Got a new pair, finally. Here we go. We'll show Operation Wolf for Fat Chris. And then Invasion the Abductors. So Will Carlin gave us this Invasion the Abductors. And because it was an industry game, for prototype, it's got the prototype guns, which are fashioned after like 50 style ray guns, which so cool. That was one we had passed on it so many times, and another industry person who had worked on the 3D art to the game offered us one very early on, and we had turned it down. And years later, we were talking to Will Carlin, and he offered us his, and we accepted it. All that time in the middle, really wanted the game. Turned out it's an amazing game, but I was waiting to find one with that particular gun because all of them just had the HEP 45 guns, and it was one of those where we were waiting, and then we finally got the full story that like those were only on the prototype versions. Greg said, I never played Invasion. It is definitely an awesome game. Make sure you check that out for sure. Fat Chris saying Operation Wolf, and I bid $50 on those gloves. Nah, it's I gotta keep them as a backup pair. Efren, thank you for being here. Jimbo asking, Doc, are we going to Mancow, or is Mancow coming to the Galloping Ghost Arcade? So Jimbo, we will be on the Mancow show tomorrow. It's just going to be a call-in, so I'll be down at the production offices just on the phone with him. So nothing to come out for or be a part of, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll get Mancow out here one of these days in the near future. Greg saying, saw the Taito logo in the background, so awesome. Taito made so many amazing games, so awesome. Brady wanted to see Carnival. We can go over by Carnival. Just need to find the best way to get there. I think it might be this way. Let's see. Here it is. Again, this worked on by Jack Hager and Scott Pekulski. Such an awesome cabinet. The artwork on this is so good. Amazing game. Ned saying metal or punk? I'm Zeppelin. Zeppelin's the way to go. Greg saying yes, Mancow, come by and have pizzas with us. When he's coming out here, I'll let everybody know. We've been talking about doing something an event with Mancow for a while, so we'll see. We'll see. Jimbo's saying it's okay if you need to be at productions. There'll be nothing really to see. It's gonna be super early, so no worries on it, Jimbo. But thank you. Ricky saying you gotta tell Mancow to do a prank phone call. Those are classic. He does them. Brady saying show the Carnival guns. Okay, we can do that. Walked away from it too soon. Going a little too quick to pick out the games. Slow down a little. So Carnival has the pump action shotguns. They're normally supposed to be green and purple. Ours are orange because we've had to replace them so many times. But that awesome artwork. A little too dark to show that, but what an amazing game. What an amazing game. Ricky's saying, can't wait to play Killer Instinct. Miss playing it. Yeah, Jimbo, totally no worries on stopping out. It will probably just be on for a few minutes. So, Cobra Command, this a anime Laserdisc game, kind of like Dragon's Lair, a little more action than Dragon's Lair, but absolutely amazing game. Corey saying Bulldog's trying to drag me down from Kenosha one of these days. I definitely have to check out your joint. Thanks so much, man. Can't wait to have you. Chris Davis saying, how are you, Doc? Doing well. But I think we will wrap it up there today. I've got to get some more work done on that Monday mystery game. Jimbo asking about cool what time. So Mancow's show starts at 5:30, I believe. So 5:30 till 9 is when his show is on. So not sure when he'll have us on. He'll just give us a call, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to jump back down to the production offices. Got to wrap up this Monday mystery game to make sure that everybody is ready. So we're ready to unveil it tomorrow for everybody. So Mike saying, just tuned in. When are we opening again? Haven't announced it yet. We'll be announcing it tomorrow on the Mancow show on the radio. And then if you don't catch that, you can check us out on our Monday mystery game at 5 p.m. We'll be giving all the official dates and everything. So very excited for it. Very excited. Miss everybody so much and just cannot wait for it. So until then, I'm going to be down at Productions working on the Monday mystery game. So thank you all for being here today and spending some time. Hope everybody is having a phenomenal weekend. Can't wait to have everybody back. But we'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. on Twitch for the Monday mystery game. So excited for that and can't wait for it. So thank you all so much. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. Until then, thanks everybody. This is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Stay safe, everybody.